Welcome back to Tarot by Cherie, my lights. How's everybody doing today? We're getting ready to get started on today's reading and see what beautiful uplifting messages Spirit may have. I do offer readings. If you're interested, you can click on the description below the video and see what services I offer, and then you can email me. All right, guys, so I am being prompted to go into this other deck today, and there seems to be a message here for us. Let us see what it is for my beautiful aquas. All right. Okay, let's have a look and see. All right, so this is interesting, guys. So you're moving into some kind of new cycle that is going to be amazing for you, Aquarius. This is something that you would have never expected. Things are going to start happening in this new cycle that are going to surprise even yourself. As much as you are self-confident, you're going to be, this new cycle you're moving into is the bomb. It's time to jump in and seize the moment, Aquarius, as this incoming change is the one you've been waiting for. Okay, your ability to be a forward thinker and go against the flow. This is what you do, Aquas, but this is actually an amazing trait that you have, because you're going to show your true leadership skills through this. So people are going to be simply amazed by you. All right. And I feel that this is really going to show up for you in the workplace. All right. So let's continue and see what other messages we have. I am seeing a big justice coming in for you, Aquas. After a time of confusion, I feel like you're finally straight on something now. You made up your mind about this was some kind of decision that took a long time to make. But now that you've made it, I see that I'm seeing an extraordinarily amount of growth regarding the things that you've been wanting, the things that you've been hoping for, turnouts that you've wanted, things, just forward-looking things that you have wanted and dreamt of. I'm seeing a big justice coming in for you. All right, Spirit is saying just remain, keep your feet flat on the ground, and, you know, stay vigilant. And I don't mean vigilant. Let me think of this word that I'm trying to grasp. Just be stern in, you know, your thinking and where you want to take things. Make sure, in other words, don't give up. Don't give up on these things. You are bringing them in now due to your strengths and your amazing abilities that you have, Aquarius. All right, you've raised your vibration to a point now where all of your skills, all of your powers have come online, and you are just a very powerful person right now that can make stuff happen, manifesting things in like crazy. All right, so I'm seeing a feminine here today. You've been juggling something, whether it's your emotions or money or something where it's just been a difficult time. And I see that you're just moving in, you're moving towards something you want that is going to bring in happiness. And that is what you should be doing. All right. Stop juggling and have faith that things are just going to be there for you. All right. You know how we go through life, guys, thinking like we get so stressed out when we think, you know, where are we going to get our next dollar from next week? Or how am I going to pay this bill? Or something unexpected came in and we just don't have the money. Things of that nature. But if you think back on it, it always worked out, right? We always figured out a way, or we were always provided for. So that is the faith that they want you to have, that you will always be taken care of one way or another. Okay, so keep that faith. Stop worrying about juggling things. Okay, and I don't mean stay on the couch, don't look for a job, don't don't do anything. I don't mean that. I just mean Focus on where you're moving toward right now. You're moving towards something that is going to bring in a lot of happiness. This thing is something you have wanted for a long time now already. Something maybe you've been wishing for, or something that maybe it's love. Maybe you're wishing for a lover to come in, or something else. As soon as you relax and stop worrying so much and just have faith that it's coming, it will show up for you. All right, I'm seeing a masculine who's using his intuition. You're thinking really hard about something right now, and it looks like it might be making some kind of change as far as the path you've been on. This is like a whole new direction you're thinking about going in, and you're getting clarity on it now through your intuition. All right, the beginning of this is going to be you speaking your mind, coming into your authenticity, and telling everyone around you that these people that you've been holding back from, these are the people that you kind of go along with even though you don't agree with them, but just to fit in, just to keep from rocking the boat, just so that they accept you. These people in particular, it's time for you to come into your authenticity and speak your mind. All right, because this is going to bring in a whole new path, good, bad, or indifferent. You're getting clarity on it is now time to turn the ship around and go a different way, because your life isn't working the way it is right now. And you're getting this clarity on that now. Thus, you're using your intuition. And guys, if you have any kind of questions, or if you need help with something, if you've always wanted a reading, some of the readings I do are pre-recorded, so you don't have to be available. You can get me on the phone. All these things are available by clicking on the description below the video. You can check out my services. I'm seeing stuckness for some of my aquas today. All right, I'm also seeing somebody in particular needs to hear this message. This is a feminine I'm talking to. You didn't sleep last night. You lost sleep over something. And it looks like you were expecting something large to come in, something that might have been having to do with money, or some new chance, a new chance at something. I just heard this was my chance, and it didn't happen the way I thought it was going to happen. All right, I am seeing things all around you falling into place. I see it coming. So again, guys, Spirit is really on this today, and I think this is going to be more of the fifth dimensional way of going. So listen to me carefully here, Aquas. The change that, you have a choice on, looking at this two different ways, and I'm going to give it to you here. This is all about having faith, okay, and not being upset when things don't turn out the way you had planned, okay? Things do turn out the way they are planned. In other words, don't be so disappointed, just having that faith, in other words, that it wasn't supposed to happen, all right? There was a reason why things didn't unfold the way you had hoped or wanted them to, right? And that reason might have been something good for you. All right. So we always have to have faith in all of the future events that come into play, even if we feel like we missed out on something good. All right. We have to have that faith. So when things don't show up, when things are negative around you, don't focus in on those things. And I've been teaching you this for years, but more now than ever, they really want you to get that. Just have faith, and you will get, everything's always going to work out as it has in the past. Okay, so we need to start going by that now, that this is the fifth dimensional way of life, and it was always the way, but we just didn't see it. We saw it differently. All right, but this is going to make your life much easier, Aquarius. It's going to help you flow through life instead of, constantly feeling like stuck and having these emotions well up in you, which are causing toxins, by the way, in your body. When we go through stress and we go through all these, feel like wrenches are being thrown into, nothing's turning out the way we want it to. If you go with the flow and you understand that this is life's plan and you trust in that plan, you're not going to go through those emotions anymore, right? You're just going to have faith and trust, and beautiful things will follow. Beautiful things will open up for you. The angels in the four corners of this card that present themselves here to you are saying you are being protected. Okay, so you can feel safe. The things that you're hearing about through the news and things like that, they're saying forget about that. That's the past. You're watching the past, and it's all about exposing lies and exposing corruption. So you don't need to look at that in any kind of negative way. That's a good thing. Look at it in a good way. All right? But new beginnings, good things are coming in for you. All surrounding those of you who are going through upsets and feeling stuck in life. All right? So let's continue. All right. Also, there is this very important reminder. All right. They're saying if you don't stay in a state of gratefulness and appreciate the very small things that you have, and you're constantly looking for monetary things and, material wealth, be prepared to have tower moment after tower moment and have your hopes crushed. Okay, there's nothing wrong with wanting to be successful and moving toward that, but when you're obsessing on it and it's your everything, then you turn into like a corporate thing, right? Like almost just I don't know how to explain it, but those of you who are spiritual, you got it. You got what I just said. All right, so stay grateful. And then instead of having this tower moment, which I see a lot of you are in right now, having this now, instead of this, you will have all things that you've wanted coming to fruition for you, because you're going to be moving into a different frequency, a different energy that will attract different things for you into your life than what you're currently attracting. And guys, I tell you, it's all about attraction. It's all about frequency and attraction. Everything's made of energy, everything, including you. All right. I'm seeing there's a couple here. You're taking a break. Something happened. One of you. Oh, okay. This is regarding your significant who is drinking too much or doing drugs or doing something that is coming between the two of you. Okay, it's becoming a problem, or it already is a problem. And I see that there's a break here next to this feminine. Let me see if I can get more. Yeah, I'm seeing an ending. I'm seeing you're wanting to end this relationship now because of this. There are two masculines here that are ready to support you. All right, one of them is interested in you, love-wise, romantic-wise. One of them has been waiting in the wings, waiting in the shadows for a time like this. So unfortunately, your significant who might be watching this reading, that usually doesn't make a difference when we have addiction issues, but you can make a decision to go for help. And if your other person who loves you sees that you're at least trying, guys, if you're in this situation and you at least want to be sober and you go get the help, the people around you who love you are going to rally around you and want to support you. They love you and they want you to be whole and healthy, and they just don't want to deal with the crap that goes along with, being, having these addictions. Your behavior changes. You're not the same person anymore. And you're harder to be around and deal with, and people don't want that. It's hard enough for us to get through life, right, without having a problem or dealing with somebody else's bullshit. And, I'm not saying there's anything bad about you, but you have a monkey on your back, and it's up to you whether or not you want to take care of that. If your loved ones see that you're not making a decision to make yourself well, then there's nothing they can do for you, so they're gonna move on. Then I'm seeing a fatherly figure here who's giving the advice: break up with this person because they are not wanting to help themselves. This father figure has good advice, actually he means well. He has a very good vibration, a very good aura around him, good energy, okay? And he loves you. He's going to give you good advice. So you'd be, You're lucky to have him. He's very supportive, and go to him when you need support. Don't be afraid. All right, I am seeing also there's something sneaky going on here behind the scenes. Somebody's doing something they shouldn't be doing and creating defensiveness. So you think you're getting over on people. They all see what you're doing, or at least, you know, one or two people around you see what you're doing, and you are making people around you uncomfortable. All right, I'm seeing that there's some kind of movement here. I don't understand this. I'll be honest. I'm seeing the Six of Pentacles is over here alongside this, well, not alongside, but on the opposite side of the defensiveness. So normally this is you. That's what Spirit is saying. Normally you are a giving person, a generous person, but you're now doing something that is harmful to other people. You're being sneaky, and this might not be your intention to hurt other people, and thus that's why you're being sneaky. If they don't find out about it, it can't hurt them, right? All right, well, I think they already know. So let's keep going. Here I'm seeing some kind of okay, so this is for somebody who is, I don't know how to say this. Okay, there's no other way to say this, and this is just for a person who this is going to be resonating with. Okay, you are not seeing the truth of things. You are in denial about something, unfortunately, and this is just hurting you. All right, there's a lot of inner conflict, and you're telling yourself things to try to make this go away because you're feeling very stuck. All right, so you're creating almost an illusion around you. This isn't going to work. Okay, this is going to leave you feeling left out in the cold, because there are people around you who will see, who know you well, who will see this illusion that you are building up, and this inability, or this you don't want to maybe see the truth right now because it's painful. All right, I'm seeing that once you get through this and you make a decision to see things the way they really are, and to, you know, face your fears on this, I am seeing that you are going to have a huge victory. That things are going to turn out way better than you could think of right now, than you think rather they're going to turn out. And you're afraid of something. You're afraid of the opposite, that it's not going to turn out good. So that is why you're creating this illusion. Am I making sense? That message was for someone specific. Wow, look at this, guys. Wow. This is magical, this layout. All right, I'm seeing something spiritual for my aquas. All right, those of you who are connecting spirit, it's a very freeing feeling for you. You're feeling different. The more involved you get with making connections and having this spiritual awakening of yours, the freer you're feeling, and the more balance is coming into your life, because you're noticing that the law of attraction is working for you like a ninja. Your manifestation skills are so strong right now. It's off the charts, and it's bringing in a lot of balance. So your life is now working like in a way that it has never worked for you before. And it all feels very magical. And it seems that things from the past where you used to feel ignored, and the setbacks, there's setbacks here in the middle. This is like, for those of you who are feeling like this has been your world pretty much. All right, one setback after another setback, and just feeling like you're going through your life alone, like nobody gives a rat's ass. All right, guys, I have to give it to you straight. Okay, even if this is if you are alone, the rest of it isn't true. Okay, the rest of it is that you are living with a victim mentality. So instead of trying to focus on your strengths and working on yourself and staying in a state of gratefulness and, you know, giving yourself like your what would you call it, where you're constantly telling yourself who you really are. I know who I am. I'm a giving person. I would take the shirt off my back for people. I love people. Or, you know, if people are in need, I would be there for them. I'm a good person. That has to come from you, not other people. You're looking outside of yourself for people to help you, and that's where that victim mentality comes from, because you already have it all inside of you. You just have to find it and then wait till it fills you up. All those good feelings, those feel good feelings. All right. So again, I'm seeing a feminine here that's holding on to a lot of the past. Okay. And this has made you feel left out in the cold, and you're missing out on what your life could be like if you change your perception. And that's all it's going to take. Okay. Is it going to make all those setbacks? Are you going to have a do-over? Are they going to all change and come forward? No, no. But your perception, being in a state of gratefulness every day for little things, is going to raise your vibration, and therefore the law of attraction is going to become most powerful for you, and you'll be manifesting in. There'll be no more of this. I mean, and if there is, you will know how to deal with it, so you don't even notice it. Okay. Yes, there's going to be hardships that will continue to happen in our lives, guys. All right. But probably 1% of what we've been going through in these third dimensions. Okay. So your life is about to change dramatically, Aquarius. You're about to see different things. You're already starting to see things being attracted to you, such as opportunities. Okay. I know that a lot of you, even if you're ignoring the opportunities and pretending they don't exist because you're not, you don't want to jump in, okay? You don't want to take people up on these opportunities. But if they're showing up, guys, I want you to comment below the video. I'm very interested. I want to know. Just put opportunities showing up. You don't have to take them up on their offers. You don't have to get into these opportunities. You don't have to take advantage if you don't want to. But I bet you're all noticing that there are opportunities left and right opening up to you. All right. I'm seeing love. Wow. I'm seeing this great love coming in for those of you who are single, who are wanting love. I'm seeing elation regarding this new person who's going to be coming in. This is going to have your cup overflowing with happiness and joy next to this lover who's coming in. Okay, this is a Knight of Cups. This is somebody who is generally loyal in a relationship, a very flirty, sexy, okay, romantic, and definitely you're going to see some love coming in, guys. All right, so I hope that you're ready for it. I hope that you want it. If you don't, most likely you will have a sign on your forehead saying closed. Closed for the winter. All right, so it's just like the law of attraction. This is a perfect example, right? Let's just say that somebody sees you somewhere at a party and is instantly attracted to you, thinks you're the most beautiful person they've ever seen. And they come up to talk to you, and you're not making eye contact because you're totally freaked out. You're afraid to be in love. You're afraid of love. You've had bad experiences. So you're just not interested, right? Because you're not making eye contact, and your body, what's the word I'm looking for here? They're watching how your body moves and how your energy, what energy are you putting out? They're getting it. They're feeling it. So if you're not interested, they're not going to keep approaching you or talking to you. They're going to move away from you, right? They're going to get it. They're going to pick up on your energy, guys. So don't forget your energy. You are just made of energy, guys. So wherever you go, whatever you do, whatever you say, people are now going to very easily pick up on what you're putting down without you even speaking one word. Before you even say one word, a lot of people that are vibrating high anyway are going to know exactly what you're thinking, what you're feeling, if you're into them even being around you, and they'll move away from you if they feel some kind of unwanted or unwelcomed energy. Okay, so keep that in mind, because if people react to you in weird ways, maybe it's the energy you're putting out there. All right, guys, that is the reading. Please hype my video. I'm really curious to see what it does. So yeah, and thank those of you who have been hyping my video. And again, I just want to remind you, I saw something disappear the other day. I saw it, I glimpsed it, and when I went to click on it, it disappeared. And it looked like a financial gift, a money gift, a thanks, a super thanks, right? So if you gave me that, somebody's watching my channel that gave me that, I'm not ignoring you. Please don't think that I just blew you off. My messages are disappearing. If that was you, please send me another message telling me so I can bring it up to the, I already sent a memo. I already sent a message to YouTube about my messages disappearing. So, but if you did that, if you sent me something financial, by all means, please let me know. All right, guys, have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow.